Hey guys, what is up? 3K91 here, going to be showing you guys a little bit of Multicraft. Just gonna show you the basics of, well, just Multicraft in general. Anyways, this is the home panel you'll see for the a server, your server or whoever's. And anyways, I'll go ahead and start with the basics. This is the start, stop, restart button. This is how you're gonna start your server. This is how you're gonna stop it. This is how you're gonna restart it. Don't do it in console for anything modded or even sometimes bucket. It will mess up. So use these buttons always. This is the name of the server. It's just the name of your account. You shouldn't really mess with it. It's not your MOTD or anything, so don't worry about that. Number of players who can join your server. A lot of you guys will not have access to change that, depending on whether or not it's your server or not. If it's just given to you, then you'll probably have a set amount assigned to what user. Since I'm the admin, I can assign it to whoever I want. Let's see, suspended or not. Let's see if you stop paying for it. Status banner, it'll show you that. Let's see, IP is not going to be like that because that's just what I did so you guys couldn't find out what it was and try to mess with us. Port, memory, that's how much RAM, 1 GB of RAM. That'd be 2, that'd be 3, that'd be 4, that'd be 5, 6, 7. You get the point. The jar, where you're gonna find the jar, the actual jar name, if the owner's able to select the jar or not, if the owner is able to set the name. These are advanced options. You may or may not have this. Base directory, startup memory, auto start. Okay, so a lot of this is gonna mean nothing to a lot of you, and I understand that because you guys are maybe absolute noobs at servers. So I'll explain more in depth in later videos. I'm just kind of showing you where stuff is for now. This is your server jar, server base directory, daemon jar. Basically, there's a bunch of different directories it can check for your jar. And if you put your jar in a different place than the jar folder, it'll look for it in either the server jar directory, it'll look for it in the daemon, which means whatever this one, or server base. I'll explain it later. Anyways, this is autosave, where it should autosave your server for you. Auto-announce world save, that's whether it tells you in the gray or world saving, or whether you don't want it to say that. Server visibility, don't worry about any of this. Don't ever mess with this kind of stuff. I wouldn't, at least. And connected players, it'll just tell you list of all the players online. Anyways, this is your chat. This is where you're going to be talking to players. You cannot talk to them through console. And this is, you'll just chat. You can't run commands through chat though. You have to run commands through console, and when you're running commands through console, you don't put a slash before it. You just put the broadcast hi. Due to the server not being up, it won't even tell you it went through because it didn't, because the server is down. When it has a little check mark, I believe it'll be up. When it has an X, it's down. This is all the players and their roles are the last seen. IPs, I did not want to show you guys an actual one, or else you would see a bunch of IPs, and I don't want you guys getting that. You can also create players and manage players. I'd never do that. Configuration files. First you gotta run a server with a basic jar to get those created. Let's see. Let's go with default Minecraft server. Start. Come on. That's when it's restarting. Oh, that was your memory and your RAM. Or CPU and memory. My bad. I don't know why it's glitching in and out like that. It's first starting up. Check this server stopped, crash. Unable to find a jar. Okay, that's pretty obvious. Okay, I don't know. I don't feel like messing with it right now. That was just stupid. Anyways, the config file is gonna show you server settings, basically all this stuff. Online mode, that'll make it if it's a cracked server or not. I would not suggest doing that. You have lots of problems with that. Spawn animals also is illegal. So whitelisting can be helpful sometimes, but you disable it so anyone can join. You can enable it so only the people you whitelist will join. Whitelist file will be generated. View distance, kind of reduces lag. I wouldn't mess with it if you're new or level seed. You can kind of type in whatever you want to generate. Allow another, of course. While flying, I would say depends. If you're running modded stuff, you might want to put it enabled because it'll glitch you out of stuff sometimes. Like you're standing on top of, say, I don't know, a cannon, and it'll say you're flying, but you're not, so you might want to put enabled. If you're doing a bucket server, put disabled. It recognizes it pretty well. Game mode by default, definitely do survival, and this is creative server, in which you're going to need to know a lot more about it to get one of those. And difficulty, just depending on what kind of difficulty you want. Peaceful, no enemy mobs. Easy kill them. Normal and hard, just harder to kill. And the message of the day. So that's basically all you're going to get for that. And right now it is a default server, vanilla, no plugins, anything like that. Then we got the backups. It's just all the saves and stuff. FTP. You're going to use the same password you use to log in. Let's see. And you're going to get, oh gosh, server properties, all that stuff. This is the same little list you saw there, but if you edit it here, it's not going to load there. But if you edit there, it will load here. So this is useless, really, honestly. But anyways, this is where you get your world folder, your etc. Let's go ahead and stop that, save that, start it again, and you're gonna get you get a world, you get all your little folders here. You get plugins. Plugins folder is where you're gonna put all your plugins. You just put the jars, don't worry about the config files. You put all the jars in your plugin folder, and then you click the little start button, and it'll generate all of them for you. You don't gotta worry about I don't know what's going on here. I may be just doing some stupid mistake that I'll kick myself for later, because I look like an idiot right now. But it's just stuff like that, and that's just, it's very basic. It's pretty easy. There we go. I think we got some plugins and folders generating now. Nope, maybe not. Come on. Probably should have done this earlier. Anyways, you guys get the point of the basic stuff. And this is just where all your files are going to generate, like you would see in a regular Minecraft service, where you edit all your stuff, configure it all stuff like that. You can create folders. You can create files. I wouldn't create a file. You can upload plugins. This is where you're gonna upload your jars, and this is where you're gonna upload your zip files, or WinRAR, or anything like that kind of files goes in here. Jars here, WinRAR stuff. Jars here. Okay, you get to the point. And it'll, as soon as you upload those, you're going to want to restart your server. Click the restart button or start button if it is turned off. Some things you have to upload, like some plugins you have to put in when the server is stopped, like factions in MCore, which is something you need to run factions, I believe. Stuff like that. Anyways, get some basic commands. You can create more here. I wouldn't really worry about these. Honestly, don't mess with that. Do that all in a separate permissions file. PEX, don't worry about doing it in there. Schedule tasks. And once again, I'd probably get a plugin, but you can make it restart the server, etc. in there. And you guys see the point. These are all the little servers we got. Don't worry about that secret. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. I hope you guys learned a little bit from that little informational thing. And I'll teach you guys a good bit more in the next update, but just make sure you watch this video if you are interested in becoming a dev for us, because if you don't know this kind of stuff, you aren't going to understand what we're talking about when we actually start talking to you about it. So, thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you guys next time.